15 scariest creatures found in the river. While the ocean is a terrifying place, we are often left in the comfort that whatever is there can get to us here on the safety of land. Well, that's not exactly true, because that's failing to mention all the rivers, lakes, and waterways that snakes make their way across. Yeah, maybe we aren't so safe after all. With some of these scary creatures, you will certainly think twice before taking a paddle. From terrifying turtles to giant bugs, here are the 15 scariest creatures found in rivers. Before we proceed, please take out 2 seconds to subscribe to our channel, for we upload amazing and educative content daily. Anacondas. What better way to kick off this list than with the serpentine queen of the Amazon jungle herself, the green anaconda. The largest snake on the planet that slithers its way throughout the murky muddy waterways of South America, hunting for its prey. Kind of in a ways, because take a look at this head-scratching image, which obviously shows an anaconda bobbing at the surface of a river, highlighting the full extent of its massive body. Is it dead, or has this serpent found some ingenious method to play dead before striking at its unfortunate prey? Honestly, anacondas have been responsible for the most terrifying attacks on humans throughout history, giving life to countless accounts of poor unassuming victims being swallowed whole. Unfortunately for us, the exact length of this beast is yet to be defined, and while on paper, the exact length of an anaconda is about 30 feet, certain reports have claimed to have witnessed creatures nearly double that size. There is a reason why the green anaconda is considered to be a mystical, powerful creature in South American mythology, and they may continue to be the living definition of the most terrifying monster imaginable in the murky depths of the Amazon River. Before we move on, smash that like button, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Piranhas. When we think of terrifying water creatures, the piranha is obviously one predatory fish that comes to mind. Famous for being the riverside menace in many horror movies, truth is we couldn't make this list without mentioning these tiny terrors. There are dozens of variations of piranhas, and the most popular is the red-bellied piranha, which is apparently the most notorious aquatic creature in the entire Amazon forest. For hundreds of years, many legends have survived swamps of the fish feasting on large mammals, and in some cases several reports have stated that some humans have been eaten alive by these razor-sharp teeth. While the truth behind those claims is still highly debated, the truth remains that the red-bellied piranha is a frighteningly efficient fish, with its razor-sharp triangular teeth and its ferocious-looking red eyes. Feeding frenzies of this terrifying efficient fish have been known to strip all of the flesh from a bone within a matter of minutes. However, thankfully, the red-bellied piranha is almost exclusively considered to be a scavenger and is only carnivorous to dead fish and other river creatures. Well, we hope so. Grizzly bears. I know grizzly bears don't easily come to mind when we're talking about terrifying monsters in rivers. I mean, they've got claws and fangs rather than gills and fins, but the truth is these incredible hunters have a peculiar relationship with the waterway of the wild. If you have ever seen these old classic cartoons of bears lurking around rivers, looking to get some food, that's actually an accurate depiction of life in the wild for the grizzly bear. In fact, current research has concluded that salmon is the most important part of a grizzly bear's diet, despite the fact that they'll pretty much eat anything and everything. The thing is, bears love salmon so much that they'll go to incredible lengths just to have some. During salmon season, you might actually think grizzly bears are aquatic, because of how often they'll be at the river. Goliath tigerfish. Let's head back to the scaly monsters of the deep. When it comes to terrifying river fish, monstrous names and gigantic razor-sharp teeth, the Goliath tigerfish is unrivaled. Although there is a pretty long list of terrifying fish, we are pretty sure that this guy is on the top of that list. While most of these terrifying fish, such as the vampire fish, the ghost fish, and the blood-sucking dragonfish, are actually pretty tame, the Goliath tigerfish has actually been known to hunt down human prey. Commonly found across both South America and Africa, the tigerfish species comes in a multitude of terrifying shapes and sizes. The Goliath tigerfish, which is native to the Congo River in Africa, is the largest of its species, and it's a predator like no other. The biggest of its kind ever recorded weighed in at over 150 pounds and measured over 5 feet. In fact, local legends in the Congo region record that the Goliath tigerfish is so fearsome that the only other sea monster it fears is the crocodile. There have been instances where a Goliath fish has tried to take down a fully grown crag. This crazy predator thrives in turbulent waters, and its 32 razor-sharp teeth have earned their place as the weaponry of the most monstrous river fish ever. Electric eels. Eels are incredibly interesting creatures, and they come in diverse shapes and sizes. Same as the morel eel or the Atlantic wolf eel, the electric eel is known to be extremely dangerous to humans. Much like the Atlantic wolf eel, electric eels aren't technically eels. Instead, they are closely related members of the nightfish family, native to the vast majority of American rivers, particularly to the Amazon. The electric eel is a very complex specimen. All of its vital organs are crammed in about 40% of its body, with the rest of its slinger frame packed with over 6,000 cells that act like tiny batteries, which, as you may imagine, is responsible for its swift method of hunting. Amazingly, an electric eel can pump out more than 600 volts of electricity, and although this unique biological gift comes in handy for stunning its prey, it is mostly used as a defense mechanism. You see, although attacks on humans are scarce, there have been cases where electric eels have shocked swimming humans when they felt threatened, which then resulted in the unfortunate victim drowning after being zapped unconscious. They may appear harmless, but the electric eel packs a punch. Nile crocodiles. I bet you all were patiently waiting for when we will get to this killing machine. Compared to its larger saltwater relatives, the Nile crocodile is a natural-born killer. In fact, statistics show that crocodiles are 100 times deadlier than the great white shark, and one species of the crocodile, the Nile crocodile, is amongst the deadliest. It is estimated that worldwide crocodiles kill about 1,000 people per year. Yet, while the state of Florida always takes the crown as the croc capital, it is Egypt's Nile crocodile that leads the way in murderous stats. This historic killing machine can quite often reach up to 20 feet in length, making them the second largest living crocodile in history. In recent history, there have been several instances of farmers being dragged from the banks of the Nile River while tending their fields, or even tourists dragged in after stepping too close. Not only that, but there are even rumors that the Nile crocodile has recently been imported to South Florida by a reckless collector. That could have some nasty after effects. Bull sharks. Alright, let's stay a little with monsters you are familiar with. We know it's weird to have sharks in the river monster countdown, and we hate to be bearers of bad news, but in these few decades, one species of these deep water monsters have become too comfortable in the murky rivers of the Amazon. The bull shark is an amazing creature that thrives in both fresh and salt water, making them one of the only shark species known to science that can live in freshwater rivers. The first of their kind was discovered in 1963 when a 265-pound bull shark was swimming in the Amazon, near Peru, over 4,000 kilometers from the Atlantic Ocean, which baffled scientists as to how it got there. It is believed that this unique behavior boils down to the fact that the bull shark gives birth to life young. Recently, the increasingly shallow waters of the Amazon basin have become the perfect breeding ground. It's led to a striking boost in the bull shark population, and for a species of sharks that has been known to thrive in the ocean, it seems like the Amazon River has become this predatory creature's new home. CANDIRU. Alright, if you're a sensitive person, you better cover your eyes and ears for this next one. The CANDIRU is perhaps the most notorious river fish on the planet, and is responsible for more urban legends than many of the other species on this list combined. Native to the Amazon River, the CANDIRU is a scales parasitic catfish that is translucent and eel-like. At first sight, they may seem quite harmless, but don't let them fool you, because this bizarre-looking fish is responsible for some of the most pain-inducing antidotes of recent times. Believe me, there have been several cases of the CANDIRU fish entering the nether regions of humans while they bathe in the Amazon River, where the fish then erect short spines and enlarge themselves inside the unfortunate area, causing inflammation, hemorrhaging, and sometimes even death. Many victim stories really have not been backed by any substantial proof, so you might take this one with a pinch of salt. That notwithstanding, we wouldn't recommend bathing in the Amazon River, ever. Amazonian giant centipede. If the concept of a giant poisonous insect at the bottom of a Mercury River scares you, then you should probably look away now. Honestly, these things are gross. I mean, the last thing you'd want to find while taking a dip in the river is a gigantic bug, right? Well, when it comes to any semi-aquatic creature with 100 legs, this mini-limbed creepy crawler is unrivaled by its terrifying look alone. But it is its size that has made tourists concerned. Also known as the Peruvian giant yellow-legged centipede, this terrifying insect predator has earned its reputation as one of the largest insects on the planet. Growing up to over 11 inches in length and native to the Amazon River basin, this creepy crawler feeds on mice, frogs, lizards, and bats. Not only does the giant centipede swim, it is also venomous. Not only is it a gigantic amphibious monster, but it can also poison you. So, watch out. Snakehead. While its name may be less nerving than the reality of this strange creature, you definitely wouldn't want to find yourself face to face with a snakehead. Unlike many of the other specimens on this list, the snakehead isn't fearsome for its predatory nature. It is because of its weird compulsion to devour anything it comes across. Also, this evasive aquatic creature can also breathe on land. Despite its appearance, the northern snakehead is a long blotchy patterned fish that travels by wiggling its slippery self through the muddy river basin. Although there have been no verified cases of the snakehead being harmful to humans, they are feared by many because of their voracious appetite for other fish. So much so that they are considered to be amongst the most dangerous evasive species in the planet. Native to Asia, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Africa, the snakehead was first introduced to the United States in 2002, and since then they've become something straight out of a horror movie, and they pretty much eat anything that crosses their path, members of their own species even included. T-Rex leech. We all hate leeches. The thought of catching these parasitic bloodsuckers is enough to ruin anyone's day. We hate to break it to you, but the regular leeches are nothing compared to this monster. Towering king leech, also known as the T-Rex, is also as exclusive as it is terrifying. Although little is known about this creature, its method of prey is enough to give us nightmares for life. The T-Rex wasn't discovered until 1997 in the remote rainforest in Peru. Scientists were horrified by its terrifying method of consuming its victims. This blood-sucking horror had crawled into the nostrils of a 6-year-old boy who had been admitted to the hospital after complaining about headaches. At the time, scientists didn't understand what the creature was, and it's only recently that the T-Rex has been verified as an established species. It has truly earned its place amongst the most disgusting creatures on Earth. Just stay out of the river, honestly. Jaguars. Again, this is one entry you definitely weren't expecting, considering that cats aren't known for their love of water, but the jaguar is one of the most successful river predators on Earth. Though it isn't the largest or strongest of the big cats, it has the strongest bite of any other. A method of hunting that has allowed it to rival other river predators, crocs included. In fact, pound for pound, the jaws of a jaguar can exceed unbelievable amounts of pressure per square inch down to its unique arrangement of jaw muscles that acts like a viz. Amazingly, they've been known to bite straight through the skull of their prey with ease. In the past, they were known to stretch across a wide geographical range, from Argentina to southwestern states of America, where they thrived in swampy river systems of New Mexico, Arizona, and Texas. The truth is, the jaguar is a natural-born survivor. No matter the habitat, they find a way to reign supreme. Giant Mekong catfish. While catfish may come through as a comical entry in this list, one species of the catfish family is potentially one of the most terrifying river creatures. We are talking about the giant Mekong catfish. It is the largest freshwater fish on Earth, measuring in at about 10 feet long and weighing a massive 660 pounds. This fish has become a symbol of the unique ecology of Southeast Asia. Catfish are actually a shark species, and while the Mekong catfish hasn't been known to take a bite out of a human, there are several unsubstantial rumors that claim they've witnessed this fish chewing down on human flesh. In the Kali River of India, there is said to be a species of giant catfish that have swallowed humans whole. Yikes, that's really scary. Giant otters. You may be thinking, otters? Seriously, aren't those friendly river folks? I mean, they're so cute and playful, you wouldn't even think they can bite to eat. But don't let that fool you, because back in 2017, two teenage boys were hospitalized after being attacked by an otter family in a California lake. Unbelievably, as the two teenage boys were swimming in the lake, the pair were jumped by 5 giant otters, which quickly began attacking them and chasing them down a narrow passage through the river, almost as if they were heading them towards a trap. Thankfully, the boys escaped, but they suffered injuries on their neck, legs, and feet, and had to be given an emergency rabies shot following the nightmare. While otters rarely attack humans, they will become unstoppable if they feel like their families are threatened. Mata Mata Turtle. For our final entry of this terrifying world of river monsters, we have to look at most likely the weirdest turtle species ever. The Mata Mata Turtle. If you've ever thought that turtles are passive and peaceful creatures, then this turtle will have you thinking otherwise. While it is docile and rarely burns energy while cruising at the bottom of the riverbed, this strange creature uses its lengthened neck to suck up its unfortunate prey, like some kind of horrifying vacuum cleaner. As its jaws aren't prone to chewing, the Mata Mata instead shapes its mouth like a vacuum, which swallows its prey whole before it even realizes what is happening. Thankfully, these creatures have never been known to harm humans, unless there is a giant version that has been sucking humans in and leaving no trace behind. So there we have the 15 scariest creatures found in rivers. Tell us which you think is scariest in the comment section below, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for new video notifications.